Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another GTA 6 video. My name is Saintsfan, and unfortunately yesterday we did not get a Super Bowl GTA 6 trailer. I know a lot of us maybe were hoping, despite the chances of it actually happening being very small. But yeah, nothing happened. We're still waiting for that trailer too, but there is maybe some good news, which we're going to talk about in today's video. This is a little update on all of the newest GTA 6 news, so sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and hop right in. So a lot of what we actually have to talk about regarding GTA 6 is because of some new interviews that this guy, Strauss Zelnick, the Take-Two CEO, the guy who runs it all, they're the publisher for Rockstar titles, he had a few new interviews. And in this first interview, he actually gave a few interesting answers. Now, of course, he started off by saying the same old stuff we've heard before.
We've already said that we expect fiscal 26 and 27 to have huge sequential growth and set new records, and that's what we're focused on.
Fiscal 26 and 27, of course, is the period we're about to enter in March, or at the end of March. That is when fiscal year 2026 for them is going to start. Of course, they're still projecting, record numbers and everything because GTA 6 is going to, make $1 billion+ dollars. He also gave an interesting answer, I think a really good answer on AI in GTA 6 and in future games such as GTA 6.
I think it's worth noting though that the genius is human, and the tools may be digital, but the creative genius is human. We don't think it's the right thing to do to ask someone to perform once, use their work over and over again, and not pay for it. We don't think that's right.
So in an industry that seems like AI, is bound to take over, I think I've been seeing some stuff like in Call of Duty, they've been putting out AI skins and such. Having Strauss here say that AI is a tool and the human is the person behind it, like the genius behind it, I think that's very great to hear, because you're not going to have, at least not anytime soon, you're not going to have any of the AI slop you're seeing in some other games, which is just great news. Like, for GTA 6 Online or whatever the case may be, you're not going to be getting AI made cars or anything like that just yet. So yeah, that's good news. At least we're safe in the GTA 6 world from, the dangers or the slop of AI. Now, there was more of that interview that was actually paywalled by CNBC for whatever reason. And in the paywall part of that interview, they talked about violence in GTA 6 and if that's going to be, a big thing that they're going to have to deal with. And I'll leave a link to, this is the article that I guess paid for the paywall, and they are telling us what happened and what was said. The question that was posed is if he has any concerns with anything happening in the game, happening in real world due to the more realistic graphics. The host expressed back in the day, you do not feel as immersed as what you're seeing, with GTA 6's graphics, for example, and how, there's been debates over games causing gun violence. And again, I think Strauss gave a really good answer here. To be clear, entertainment doesn't create behavior. It reflects behavior. It gives people an opportunity to release feelings and engage in feelings. It tells stories. The notion entertainment creating behavior has been tested and disproved over and over again, which yes, is the case. Video games do not cause violence. Even brings up a really good point, which I'm surprised I've never actually heard before. We watch TV and movies all the time and they're very realistic looking. So he's not worried about photorealistic games, causing violence. And Strauss also gave an answer continuing that all of the brands are created inside GTA. We don't have any real brands in there. So if you were hoping maybe that there would be some collaborations with some real life brands, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case with GTA 6. It's still going to be the GTA we all know and love with, fictional brands. And then the final thing from this particular interview, we'll hop back to the video here. I'm going to read too much into this. You don't have to, but just look at his face. He starts smiling or subtly smirking when the interviewer mentions GTA 6.
Well, let's go back to Grand Theft Auto. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 is the biggest title of all time. Grand Theft Auto 6 is expected to be the largest to take over from 5 for that. What do you all put into it? What does it mean? What do you do to get ready for this?
She mentions that GTA 6 is going to, take over the largest of all time from GTA 5, and his little smile grows a bit. I mean, look, he obviously knows what's going to happen. But I think, and I'm reading too much into this, so take it with a grain of salt, but I think he knows Rockstar are ready to start the marketing. He knows that the GTA 6 hype is about to start building again. I think that's why on their conference call a few days ago, they mentioned GTA 6 like 3 or 4 times. I think that's why he's now going on these interviews, which he does frequently, I'll admit, so this isn't out of the, blue, but the fact that he's doing a few interviews here and specifically talking about GTA 6, it's a little odd. Like if Rockstar was going to delay the game, or if they weren't ready to, put out a trailer 2 or something more. So I actually do think we are getting so close to GTA 6 trailer 2. Hopefully it's this week. There's a big rumor that is, by the way, completely baseless. Like this is just a theory people have had because it gives hope that Valentine's Day, Friday, February 14th, that is when trailer 2 will release, because of course it sort of connects Jason and Lucia, this love story in GTA 6. Like it would be kind of fitting if they released a trailer 2 revolving around those characters on Valentine's Day. They also posted this, or reposted this, and it probably means nothing, but funnily enough, it does have 014, which again, February 14th is Valentine's Day. That's this Friday in the picture. So is there a connection? Maybe, maybe not, but that is where I'm putting my hope, because if it's not Valentine's Day, I don't know when it's going to be, but I don't know. This stuff with Strauss Zelnick does make me believe it's going to be relatively soon. Also, another thing from Rockstar, and this is just a little minor thing, but they are hiring more marketing people, this time in Japan and South Korea. I mean, look, it's obvious GTA 6 is going to have big marketing, but they're hiring these people. So again, maybe that's another clue that they are ramping up. They're starting to ramp up the marketing worldwide. Now, there's actually another interview with Strauss Zelnick. Again, he's doing a lot of these interviews, which is kind of strange to me, especially in this time when we're all expecting more GTA 6 stuff. This time, this one was from IGN, and he actually talks about PC a little bit in this interview. So as we all know, GTA 6 is not scheduled to release at launch on PC at the moment, and I guess IGN here asked if that is going to be a missed opportunity or even a mistake. And Strauss's answer, with regards to others in our lineup, we don't always go across all platforms simultaneously. Historically, Rockstar has started with some platforms and then historically moved to other platforms. Now, continuing, I guess in some other interview, that normally Strauss Zelnick said that PC versions of multi-platform games can generate 40% of overall sales, which is a huge number. Now, I'm sure GTA 6 maybe is a bit different because they can get a lot of their sales from people buying the game twice, because you'll buy it on console and then you'll rebuy it on PC. And then these next few answers, I guess, sort of confirms that, yeah, GTA 6 unfortunately isn't going to be releasing on PC at launch. Like, I don't think they're going to change their mind on that, because he actually said that when you have a big title such as GTA 6, historically that has actually sold consoles, because there was a report that the number of consoles just overall were declining. And I guess to them at Take-Two, it doesn't really matter. Like, GTA 6 is going to be a game everyone buys. They're going to buy consoles for it. And surprisingly, he even talked about tariffs affecting this potentially. He says, I don't think tariffs are going to be our friend, but I think there will be a meaningful uptick in console sales in calendar 2025 because of the release schedule. And he's talking about not just from them, but just from the gaming sphere as a whole. So they're not concerned about the console sales falling, but he does give some hope, because he says, I think the trend that you really want to focus on is the increasing market share that is reflected in PC, because there's a lot more people nowadays on PC versus consoles. Now, I thought this was a really interesting interview here, just because after hearing Strauss mention some of this stuff and how PC is growing and getting bigger and bigger, even though I don't think the game will come out at launch on PC, I don't think it'll be that far away. I know some people have speculated, oh, you have to wait a year and a half for GTA 6 to be launched on PC, but I don't even know if it's going to be 6 months. It might even be shorter. Like, they could release GTA 6 on console at the end of this year, fall 2025, October, sometime in October maybe. And then next year, in 2026, sometime in April, they could release it on PC. Again, this is a much different time compared to, of course, GTA 5 and also RDR2, when consoles were a lot bigger during those releases. Nowadays, it is more PC. So I don't actually think we'll have to wait too much, after the launch to actually play it on PC, which I think is good news. And then the final thing I wanted to talk about was the other sort of elephant in the room. If you've been following along, there is GTA Online Expanded, Enhanced, whatever they call it, for PC releasing this year. Rockstar mentioned this a few months ago. And yes, this is the same stuff that came out, 2 years ago on consoles. It's finally releasing to PC, which is ironic given what I just said about how GTA 6 you won't have to wait that long, and yet here we are waiting a year and a half or something like that for the content on PC. But regardless, the GTA Plus event apparently ends Tuesday, March 4th, which normally that does not happen. Normally these events end on a Thursday. When they do end on a Tuesday like this, that means something big more than likely is going to get launched on that Tuesday, which Tez 2 here says it could be PC Gen 9, which is the expanded and enhanced stuff. Or I guess there's some new missions in GTA Online. But he does say that the Cluckenbell farm raid, which I guess is equivalent to these new missions, was launched on a Thursday, not a Tuesday. So it would be a bit odd to see them, do these new missions on a Tuesday. So more than likely, March 4th is when the GTA expanded and enhanced stuff is going to be releasing on PC. And the only reason I'm bringing that up is because maybe Rockstar, again, want to combine this announcement with GTA 6. They did that with the GTA Online DLC back in 2023, just because it brings new eyes to the game. It brings old eyes maybe back to the game. You watch GTA 6 trailer 2 and you're like, oh my God, I want to play GTA. And then you can play online, buy some shark cards, give them more money. So I guess if the February 14th date doesn't happen, if we don't get a trailer 2 this week, maybe be on the lookout for some time around this March 4th date. But that is going to go ahead and do it for today's GTA 6 updates. Kind of a nice sized update here. Obviously no trailer, unfortunately, at the Super Bowl, but I think we got some pretty interesting stuff regardless. But let us know in the comments what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA 6 content. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.